Kalkadosh, Boker Or, Bekiim Bahalacha 5, day 57, page 147. Okay, page 147, day 57. Tagim. We're going to speak about the preface about Tagim. You know what Tagim are? Tagim are on top of the otiyot, on top of the letters. You've got crowns. So let's see. The Gemara. Let's see. The Gemara Masechet Menachot quotes Rabbi Yehuda that in the name of Rav, saying that Moshe Rabbeinu went to Shamayim. He finds the Kadosh Baruch Hu, that he's sitting and attaching crowns to the letters. So there's crowns on the letters. He says, Ribono Shel Olam, can anyone prevent you from your actions? Meaning, I'm not going to tell you what to do, right? But what are you doing crowns? Like what the... So he says, many generations in the future, he replied, there's going to be somebody called Akiva ben Yosef. He's going to learn tons of halachot on each point of the crowns. זאת אומרת, ממש, על כל אחד ואחד מהזה של ההלכה, כן, מהאותיות, טילים של ההלכות, he's going to learn. ממש, from the tagim. So he says, Rava said that there are 7 letters that are given triple crowns. Okay, everyone knows? 7 letters that are given triple crowns. That's one of them. Very good. Daled, no. It's the way to remember is sha'atnez gats. Shatnez. You know what shatnez is? So sha'atnez gats. The shin, ain, tet, nun, zain, gimel, sadi always have 3 crowns. Gats. Yeah, shatnez gats. Okay. This includes the letter tzadi and nun sofit also. That means the sofits also. Gats. You already have shatnez. So it's not gaz. No, זה גץ. ודאי. בגלל, זה לא יכול להיות גז. בגלל יש לך שנז. יש לך כבר זין. אז גץ.
בפורים. מה אתה אומר? יש... במגילה, יש...
ששגז. Okay, fine. According to the איגרת הטיול. הוא הקיש, אבל בסדר. הוא אוהב להקיש. According to the איגרת הטיול.
לא סתם בגלל הזין הזה.
לא, ודאי. על יד ששגז. ששגז. No, it's fine. So listen, according to איגרת הטיול, he says these letters spell the names of 3 destructive angels. Oh, wow. You guys are listening. Listen to this. The Igeret HaTiyul says that these 3, אתה שומע או לא? שעטנז, גץ.
שעטנז גז, נו, גץ. אתה רואה, שמת לנו גז.
He says, what do they make out of? Satan, Az, and Gats. The Satan, שעטנז, you've got the letters Sin, Tet, Nun. Satan. Az, right? He says, Az, Ein, Zain, and then Gats, Gimel, Tzadi. He says these are 3 destructive angels. Okay, these are 3 destructive angels. The pointed crowns we add to these letters to protect us from being harmed from these angels. Okay, that's why we have it. So that's how you remember. Okay, next. Yeah, that's what we just said. Now we know why.
So there's 3
destructive angels, and we put the crowns on these letters.
So each kav is to protect you from one of the angels?
There are 3 angels. So each
3 lines, you said.
Yeah.
On the shin, there's 3 lines.
Yes.
So each line is for.
And why are they dafka these letters? Because these letters are the names of these 3 destructive angels.
Is there an order for line 1 for this angel, line 2 for
No. That I don't know. Okay, next. Yeah. Next, right? If the tagim are missing. So he says, Rabbeinu Asher, quoted by the Tur. So the Tur is quoting his father. Ruled that the scroll is not kosher if the tagim are not added to the letters. The Bet Yosef added that this appears to be the opinion also of the Sefer Truma and Rabbeinu Tam, brought in the Agur. So there's no tagim, pasul. Yes. One second. Rambam, however, ruled that if someone omitted the tagim, the scrolls are still kosher. And the same applies if someone added the tagim to the other letters besides these 7. He repeated this he repeated it in the Shut Perador, right? He says, explaining that the main purpose of the tagim is to beautify the mitzvah. Maran added in the Bedek Abayit that Rabbeinu Yerucham brings Rav Gaon that another comment concurring with the Rambam's ruling. Furthermore, Sefer Yereim ruled that as long as the head of the letter rectangular and not rounded can be considered to be that the letter is containing tagin. That is, that the corners of that rectangle or the tagim are according to the author of Yereim, the Chazon Ish cited the Lechabra. However, right, offered a different interpretation of the words of the Yereim. What is Maran's ruling then? So Maran's ruling, the Bet Yosef Maran ruled that we follow the Rambam's lenient ruling that if there's no one available to know how to do the tagim, it's fine. In the Shulchan Aruch, he rules simply that if someone failed to add the tagim, it's kosher, inferring that if it's kosher, even if someone available is to add them. That Rav Chida, no. So we pass like the Rambam. Shezeh kasher adayin. Harav Chida suggested that Maran at first had reservations about the ruling leniency, but once he saw Rabbi Yerucham quoting the Rabbi Gaon, then he was going to be lenient. Okay, the Rav Chida was the opinion of the Bedek Abayit was composed before the Shulchan Aruch. The Melechet Shamayim offered a different resolution, explaining that Maran decided that the rule to leniently upon learning the Sefer Yereim. Okay, fine. Now, what about who argues? The Bach, the Prisha, Eliarabah ruled that if it's missing tagim, pasul, it's not kosher. Rav Zalman, Shulchan Aruch Agraz, he ruled that we must take the opinion into account because we're dealing with the Torah law. The Mishnah Brura warns to be careful that it should always have the tagim, and many poskim rule that you can't even, it's not kosher. On the other hand, the Magen Avraham, Pri Begadim, and Rav Chida all rule that it's still kosher. We may certainly rely upon them because that's also Psak and Shulchan Aruch. Even so, it's important to see that once Tefilin and Mezuzot and everything, that they have the tagim. Right? The Kol Yaakov, he comes and he says, right, that according to the Rizal, it's very important, and therefore if a Torah scroll is missing tagim, it should be used. It should not be used until they put it. Okay, if you have a Sefer Torah that doesn't have tagim, make sure you get the tagim done before using it. Okay, fine. Halacha chet. Okay, lemala bivrit. Okay.
The tagim at the end? Or?
Yes, usually at the end. Never the thing. Usually at the end. No, usually afterwards. יכול להיות, כן, זה כן. אבל לא על המקום. זה לא כאילו שהוא עושה את האות שין ואז את התגים. לא, זה ודאי שלא. אחרי זה הוא עושה אותם.
Is it maybe another pen?
Sometimes they use other pens. Sometimes they use a rapidograph and all the other pens. צריך לתייג אותיות שעטנז גץ והוא עדי לצדי כפופה ולנון פשוטה. So also all the types of tzadis or the nun. Okay? Fine. That's הלכה ח'. Next, ט' בדיעבד. שלא עשה תגים לאותיות. העיקר להלכה כדאמרן השולחן ערוך שאינו פסול. So the עיקר is like מרן. It's not pasul. ומכל מקום, nevertheless, הואיל ויש פוסקים שמחמירים בזה, since there are poskim, so therefore that they're מחמירים, so therefore it's נכון שלא יוציא ספר תורה זה לכתחילה until they fix it. So he says, אולם אם אין ספר תורה, they don't have another ספר תורה, יכולים לסמוך אדם מרן, they could read from it without a problem, they're even allowed to make a bracha on it. Okay, the same halacha would apply by tefilin, that if the parashiyot do not have tagim, right, it's better to put other ones on. However, though, if you don't have other tefillin, you're allowed to come and you're allowed to put it with these ones without a problem. Ve'afra shai, right, levarech alem. You're allowed to make a bracha on him. However, though, miyad kasher yitavshel lo, the second you have a chance, fix the parashiyot, obviously, with a tagim, according to the halacha.